this video, I'm going to be going over how you can scale your e-com brand this Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And instead of showing you secret hacks or tricks, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to do the fundamentals really well, so you're not just winning during Black Friday, but during the entire year. So let's get right into it. So how we're going to do this is by going through another brand's funnel, right, and breaking it down. There's some areas that they're missing, as you can see with the question marks, how you can improve on those to make your brand even better, right? Now, of course, all of this applies, whenever. It's not just for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but what we found is that if you just get the basics right, your ads, your website, or anything else, your upsells to increase your average order value, your conversion rate, right, whatever. Once you get these right, regardless of if it's Black Friday or if it's not, if it's just a regular day, right, getting the fundamentals right is what's going to make your Black Fridays better as well. Now, of course, there's more that goes into it, but what we like to focus on is the long term, right? And that's getting the fundamentals down. So let's get right into it. Now, firstly, this is Olipop, right? It's a brand that's kind of broke out into the scene decently recently, right? That didn't even make sense, and they're doing really well. I like some of the stuff they have. There's some parts that they're missing. There's some parts that it's either missing or I just couldn't find, but we'll get on to it, right? So firstly, they have a cold ad, right? Now the issue I have with this, right, is that they could have bad ad copy, especially because it's towards a cold audience. Now, when it comes to retargeting, you can just put an offer. You don't have to think too heavily in terms of the copy, right? Because they've already seen it in the cold ad. So you're retargeting, as you can see, they just gave an offer. Get 20% off, right? You can just go simple. But for cold ads, you're gonna need better copy, right? And the second thing is, as you can see for the listicle, right, there's nothing there. There's a question mark, and I'll get onto why I put that there. But from your cold ad, you want to take people to a listicle. This is going to be extremely effective in Black Friday or Cyber Monday. You can have a listicle, right? It's basically like a blog, right? And it can go over, information about your products, get people aware about your products, right? That's the whole point. You want the cold audience doesn't know about you or your brand. So the point of a cold ad is just to get them to know about your brand and your products, right? That's what you do in a listicle. And then what you can do is halfway through the listicle, or somewhere on the listicle, you can give an offer, which can be your Black Friday offer, right? So when you can do that, especially during Black Friday or even during normal times, why would you just take them straight to a product page, right? You can do that with retargeting ads, but with a cold ads, you want to take them to a listicle. Now, maybe they used to, but I couldn't find any ads, or Facebook ads at least, that take people to listicles, right? But they do have blogs, as you can see, and this is actually a pretty decent blog in terms of they could maybe structure it better, add more pictures and stuff, but in terms of the information here, I could see, with a few tweaks, I could see this working with a cold ad, right? Take people here, have a call to action somewhere, maybe don't, maybe you just want to properly nurture them and then just retarget them with ads, right? But that's one of the things, right? You want to take people from your cold ad to a listicle, especially during Black Friday, and you can get across your offer, and visitors will respond to that offer a lot better after they've been, through a listicle, rather than just getting taken straight to a product page, unless they already know about your brand. And that's what the retargeting ads are for, right? As you can see, it's just get 20% off. Pretty simple copy, right? As I said, you don't have to go too into detail with the copy as you would in a cold ad. They already know about your brand. Just give them an offer to push them over the fence in order to get them to buy. And obviously, when you're doing the retargeting ads, you can take them straight to the offer page, which will be the product page. There's a few things here that I really like, and a lot of brands that are watching this, you can definitely implement, and one being the subscriptions, right? And obviously this is going to be in order to increase your conversion rate, customer lifetime value, and your average order value. So let's get into how Olipop do it, and how you can, take this as inspiration and apply it to your brand as well. And bear in mind that these are going to work really well during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now, as you can see, they have a subscription and they have bundles, right? And then also when you add to cart, they also have this pop-up that comes up that says, do you want to switch it over to subscribe and save? Now, a few key adjustments that we'd test normally. So we normally test these, right, to see what works better, but they could probably pre-select the subscription option and maybe even pre-select the variety pack, because usually it's on this one here where it's just singles. But why not just pre-select, the subscription option and the bundle option, and then get them to change it, which is going to be more effort. But as I said, that's something worth testing for them. Maybe they already tested it, but it's just food for thought, right? The second thing that's really good, as I said, was the fact that when you add to cart, if you were to add a one-time purchase, they make it clear to you that you could just save 15%, right? And they give you other unique selling points if you just subscribe and save. It's a great way to, if someone wasn't really sure and they just went with a single option, you can make it, you reiterate that they could just save 15% if they subscribe, and it's no commitment, so they can cancel at any time, right? But if you ever have a subscription or had a subscription or offered a subscription, you probably know that, you know, even if someone was initially wanting to cancel, if they subscribe, some people just stay on because they forget. Some people just stay on because they really liked it, right? And some people just like saving money if they're gonna buy it every month anyway. So, you know, just by doing this subscription, you could probably maintain, I'd say, 50% easily, right? 50% of those customers that sign on, you can probably maintain them through, you know, the things that I mentioned, them forgetting, right? Which is obviously not what you should be aiming for, but it does happen, right? But the main ones is they really like it, and they really like it and they want to save money, so they subscribe and save, right? Now the next thing you get taken to after the product page, obviously after you add it to cart, is going to be the cart page. Now again, here they're doing things to increase the average order value, and that is, you know, upselling you, right? And they also have this right here, which is choose your impact at no extra cost, select a non-profit, and 1% of your purchase. So it's not coming out of your pocket technically, it's just what you're already paying for the product. They're going to take 1% and give it to a charity. There's multiple reasons why, you know, this cart page is great, and I'm gonna get into each of them. So first, as you can see, they have a progress bar, which motivates people to spend more, which is going to increase the average order value. And if they've unlocked it, so if they unlock free shipping or whatever you might have on your progress bar, they're going to be much more likely to buy because they've unlocked something. So increase your conversion rate and your average order value. On top of that, again, they have the subscribe and save option right there, making it quite clear that you can save 15%. So they keep pushing this, and this just seems like a great idea because you're just reiterating to people that they can just save 15% by subscribing, right? And it's at no commitment. So it's really good how they do that. So the next thing, of course, as I mentioned, is the upsells, and this is obviously, I'm pretty sure, their first upsell along the funnel, and I think it's a great position to put in. I like how they made everything else small. I see a lot of times where on cart pages this image would be massive and this will take up much more space and you can't see the upsells and stuff, right? Or this will be all the way up here and you can't see the upsells. Now obviously that's not that good of an idea, but how they've done it is they've been very efficient with the space and they put upsells right there where you can see it, right? Really like it. And also they have these charitable cause things, which there's an entire customer segment they're tapping into, and which is allowing them to increase their conversion rate, because those type of people are going to be converting more. It's people that care about obviously the environment, charity, stuff like that, right? They're going to be more inclined to buy, again, increasing their conversion rate. Now of course, don't go ahead and do this just for financial purposes. Just do it if you're actually trying to help out, right? And you want to help out a charity. You can use it's a bonus, right? Helping out that charity, you can use it as a unique selling point, kind of, and that's just a bonus. Don't just do it for the financial thing. After that, they have a promo code section, which is quite normal. They have the amount, again, which is quite normal, checkout, and then below that they have their money back guarantee, which again, people might look at this and obviously this might be like, okay, that's quite a lot for a drink or whatever, you know, whatever objections they might have, and they'll be like, should I check out? And then right below they can see a 45-day money back guarantee, which means if you're unhappy with it, you have 45 days, which is a month and a half, right? A very long time to return it, which shows that they actually believe in their product. And if you believe in your product, it makes the customer believe in the product, right? And you can actually play with the days. So instead of 45 days, you could put 60, try 30, try 180 days, right? And see what works better, because there's a point where, to be honest, increasing the days, right, of your money back guarantee is not really going to affect the amount of people that return. You might think it does, it sounds like it does logically, but it doesn't, right? The same type of people that would return within 180 days is the same type of people that will return even if you have a 7-day money back guarantee. They'll just do it within 7 days, and the other person will do it within 180 days. So if you can increase it to even 365 days, right? If that boosts your conversion rate, now this is something that you'd A/B test, right? But if that boosts your conversion rate enough and your returns maybe gone up by a small percent, which it will go up. I'd say there's going to be an odd few, right, that will return that wouldn't have otherwise returned because the time period was too small, but that's literally going to be a couple, right? Probably less than 1%. But if your conversion rate's gone up by 10%, right, 20%, whatever, because you made it 365 days, that's going to be worth it, right? If it's gone up by 10%, 1% return, technically that's going to be a 9% positive return, right? So it's something to definitely test. But overall, this is a really good cart page, and I think with the subscribe and save, cart goals, the charity stuff, and obviously the upsells and the money back guarantee, I think all of these combined on a cart page is going to work really well, especially if you have these on Black Friday, right? The upsells, people are willing to spend more during that month. You probably have promo codes as well, they can put it in right there. A lot more people are going to be buying the upsells, so your average order value is going to go up. And also you can utilize your cart goals to further persuade people to actually add the upsell. So all of this combined, very good cart page. Now checkout is just, of course, a normal Shopify checkout. If you scroll to the bottom, again, they have upsells. So right before they press pay now, they have upsells. So again, to increase your average order value. Again, this is really good positioning. And I'll show you one other place where you should put upsells, right? After this. And on top of that, you know, again, for people that care about the environment, which is, you know, probably 1% of their customer base, right? They have this where you can offset my orders carbon print by, I guess, paying $1. And again, they have their unique selling points at the bottom. But yeah, now, as I was mentioning, another place you could put upsell is right when someone presses pay now. What you want to do, right, is let's say they purchased, right before you take them to the order confirmation page, which I haven't ordered from them, right? I just literally made this just for this video, right? Really quickly. But I haven't ordered from them, but right before they get taken to order confirmation page, after they've put their card information in, what you can do is, before the order confirmation page, you can give them upsell. And this upsell should be a good percent, right? Something that you don't give anywhere else. Right, as you can see, upsells here are full price. Now here you might want to give the upsells 15, 20. Now I know they have 15% off for the subscription. So you might want to give 20, 25% on this upsell. And you want to make it clear that this upsell, if they decline it, they can't get this offer again, right? It's only on the order confirmation page or just before the order confirmation page, and put like a 5-minute timer and make it clear in the copy that you have 5 minutes in order to buy this, right? And it's a once in a lifetime deal, right? You're not going to find this discount anywhere else. There's 25% off. If you buy it now, you buy it. If you don't, you miss out on it, right? And you can literally just, if they bought this product, you can offer that product for 25% off. So they're like, okay, I just bought this, I can just get it for 25% off now. Because obviously if they like that product, why wouldn't they just want it for cheaper if they bought it for full price, right? And another good thing about this is, as they have their card information, if they just press add, right, they're not gonna have to go through this process again. It just automatically adds it to the order and takes the money out of their account. So it reduces friction. And if they say no to it, right, then what you wanna do is you can give them another upsell, you can give them a different product. You can maybe even give them a higher discount and be like, this is the final price, right? So yeah, even if they say yes, you can take them to another upsell. But if you think that's too pushy, depends on your product, depends on how you do business, but you know, you can do that. Even if they press yes to that upsell, so they add that, you know, the same thing to it. You can be like, look, we have this other complementary product. Do you want to add this as well for 25% off? And maybe they even add that. If they don't, they just get taken straight to order confirmation page, you know, where it shows their shipping details, stuff like that, maybe their tracking number. But yeah, now I didn't go through the abandoned checkout email because I added something to cart and I actually waited quite a while and I didn't get anything. Now, they either don't have a abandoned checkout email or I just can't find it, right? It's one of the two. But regardless, it's just going to be something like, you know, you forgot this in your cart, and obviously just take them straight to the cart. They click, you know, complete checkout, and obviously you'll have all their items within their cart, and that's it. You do all the abandoned checkout is. It's pretty similar for every brand I've seen, right? So it's nothing crazy there. That's really it. I just want to show, you know, how you can do the fundamentals really well, right? Because all you really need, I'd say, right, you don't have to focus on anything else. Ads, good ads, so test 50 ads a month, get really good ads. Make sure we're taking cold ads to listicles, retargeting ads to offer pages or product pages, right? And obviously you want to focus on increasing your conversion rate, increasing your average order value by doing the upsells, doing the subscriptions, doing the bundles, right? All these stuff. And that's what you really need. Ads, really good website. That's really it. If you get these two things down really well, you can have a very successful Black Friday. Now obviously emails that you can do, which are very important for Black Friday as well. But before you even get to that, if you don't have a good product page and a good conversion rate and, you know, a good average order value, then your ads, your emails, or any other traffic source is not going to be as effective because less people are converting. Now, if your conversion rate is 2% and you manage to get, this is just to make the maths easy, 100 people onto your website through ads, through emails, right? Only 2 people are going to convert. And if your average order value is $10, you're going to make $20. Now, if your conversion rate was 4% and you know, managed to bring the same amount of people on 100 people, 4 people are going to convert. And if you increase your average order value to $20, now you're making $80 for the same amount of traffic, just because you improved your website, right? So keep that in mind. Not just for Black Friday, if you want to kill it within e-commerce, right, and beat your competitors, you want to focus on the basics, your ads and your website, most importantly your website, right? Focus on CRO. Now, if you want to get ready for 2025, on the right, you'll see a video where I go over exactly how I scale a brand to 8 figures in 2025. As I said, if you want to get ready for 2025, make sure to go check it out. But that's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.